Amanzia. Amanzia, after Swiss geologist Amanz Gressly, is a genus of turiasaurian sauropod dinosaur from the Reuchenette Formation in Moutier, Switzerland. The type and only species is Amanzia greppini, originally named as a species of Megalosaurus, and later as a species of Cetiosauriscus and Ornithopsis. Discovery and naming. The remains were originally discovered in the 1860s, by workers in a limestone quarry in the Basse-Montagne. Some of the remains were sold to collectors. When geologist Jean-Baptiste Greppin heard of this situation, he acquired all remaining bones and added them to the collection of the Naturhistorisches Museum Basel. Due to being found in association with a theropod tooth, they were misidentified as belonging to a predatory dinosaur, for which Greppin in 1870 coined the name Megalosaurus marani. In 1920, Werner Jansch reassigned the tooth to the genus Labrasaurus. However, in 1922, Jansch realized the vertebrae belonged to a sauropod, so he wrote to Friedrich von Huene, who gave them the name Ornithopsis greppini. In 1927, von Huene assigned the species to his new genus Cetiosauriscus. From then on it has received little attention, with the few papers that mention it usually calling it a nomen dubium without further comment. After its fossils were for the first time cleaned and prepared, in 2003 by Antoine Heitz, it was realized not to be closely related to Cetiosauriscus. In 2005, a master thesis by C. Hofer was dedicated to the subject. In 2007, the rare presence of fossilized cartilage in a limb joint was reported. In 2020, Daniela Schwartz, Philip D. Manion, Oliver Wings and Christian A. Meyer gave it the genus name Amanzia, after Swiss geologist Amanz Gressly, who was the first to discover dinosaur bones in Switzerland. Amanzia is itself the first sauropod named from Swiss remains. In 2020, no lectotype was selected, the naming authors maintaining the original syntype series indicated by von Huene, consisting of 49 bones. The Reuchenette Formation in which they were found dates from the early Kimmeridgian, about 157 million years old. They include some neck vertebrae, many tail vertebrae and material from the shoulder girdle, the pelvis and limbs. 75 additional sauropod specimens in the collection of the museum, from the same site as the syntypes, were in 2020 referred to the species. These also include some limited skull material and a broken tooth. The bones are not articulated, have generally been strongly compressed and had often been damaged when being forcefully removed from the rock. Von Huene had already concluded that the material represented 2 or 3 individuals. In 2020 this was increased to a minimum of 4. Of these, individuals A and B have about the same size, while an individual C is 15% longer and an individual D 20% shorter. None of the specimens are clearly juvenile,